and welcome to the very first episode of Going for Gold with Gia. Quick conversations with Notre Dame fencing head coach Gia Kvaratskhelia. Is that right?
Kvaratskhelia.
All right. These are quick weekly chats with Gia and a chance to get to know him a little bit better before practice. I'm your host, Ruth Ann, and for this first episode, we're going to release it in two parts. Part 2 will be released on Friday, where Gia is going to reveal the brand new 2025 NCAA National Championship Ring. You ready, Coach?
Always.
All right. Well, to kick things off, Gia, we're going to start with a few fun icebreakers before we get into fencing talk. Does that sound good?
I'm ready to go.
All right. So, here we go. All right, first one. What's your go-to midday boost? Coffee, tea, or something else?
Anything is provided. I'm not a demanding person. If it's coffee, I'll take the coffee. If it's tea, water, anything.
Particular coffee, or are you picky?
I'm pretty low key. I'm
Okay.
not a snob. Anything. I go to McDonald's for coffee or anything. Cheap and easy.
Okay. Well, we'd love to hear from the fans too. Are you team coffee like Gia or team tea? Let us know in the comments. All right. I have a feeling I know the answer to this, but I'm still going to ask it anyway. Foil, epee, or saber? Which one's better to watch?
I have to kind of remove myself from being a foil coach. Saber is the quickest, so I don't have my big attention span, so I'll go with the saber.
Okay, that is contrary to what I thought you were going to pick as the foil coach.
No, absolutely,
all right.
Absolutely.
Well, which one's better defense then?
I never done the other two, so I was not really great in foil either. But I'll take foil for that.
All right, sounds good. All right, and our last and final icebreaker of the day. I'm really interested to know this. Okay, which athlete or fellow coach would you not want to fence sudden death against, and why?
The previous question was, I'm going to continue. I was never a good fencer. So obviously, I would not want to fence for Orlando or any of the foil guys on the team or the girls. And obviously, I cannot fence at the other weapons. So I'll just be a spectator and not put my life to be saved by my own skills here.
See, I'd say I wouldn't want to go up against Esther because I've watched her during practice and a couple of the other Olympians we have on the team, and they hit hard. I can only imagine the bruises. So.
Oh, yeah. You should see Rolando or Cedric when they fence. I haven't seen Christian fence here yet, but those other two are amazing.
Well, Cedric does a lot of the knacks in his age range.
At least he used to. He won I think his age group, and he's dangerous with weapon in his hands for sure.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, now that we've got the icebreakers out of the way, we're gonna get into a little more fencing talk, but also kind of getting a little bit more background on you. So the first question I have, we all know that you're the head coach of Notre Dame fencing, but what kind of sparked your interest in this field? How did you get into head coaching or fencing in general?
I came from Kansas, lived there for 13 years, and was coaching under an amazing human, Boo Hodges, who sheltered me and gave me a family when I immigrated here in the States, gave me an opportunity to become a coach. And Notre Dame picked me up by accident or by grace of God. I was here for 10 years before I was put into the position as a head coach by default. Our previous head coach had a medical emergency and could not return to his duties, and I was the next person thrown into it. So by draw the luck or that occasion, which resulted for well-being for our coach, Janusz Bednarski. He's doing well, but that time I was the first pick, and by accident or by grace, I was put in this incredible situation to be an Irish head coach for fencing.
Okay, so you said move to the States. So where are you originally from?
The country of Georgia, the most beautiful place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a country of incredible people, the customs, the hospitality, kindness. So I immigrated in 1994, a long time ago,
Wow.
long before you were born, and lived in Kansas until 2006, when I moved from there to Indiana, and ever since I've been a Hoosier.
All right. Well, don't say that too loudly.
Well, I'm proud to represent this state for sure.
Mm-hmm. But what does your day typically look like outside of practice?
Wake up, do whatever I need to do at home, come here and try to do my best to put this team to be in a winning position, and then run the practice along with amazing coaches we have to give our amazing athletes an opportunity to be successful here.
Okay. And I'm also correct in you do lessons throughout the day for each of the
Like
functors?
normal coaches
Yeah.
do. I do
Okay.
lessons. Dave helps me a lot, and obviously you a lot, and all of the staff here, to get to the practice portion, and then start lessons at 12 o'clock till 4, and then run the practice, and probably lessons after that, and then off we go home.
Once again, you're originally from the country of Georgia, and then you moved to the States. Um, Given that had to be a pivotal moment in your life, can you think of another pivotal moment in your life that really shaped who you are today?
Um, I was given a task while I lived in Kansas City, soon after I arrived in the United States, to go be a substitute coach for 2 classes for 10 to 12-year-old kids. And at that time, I didn't speak any English. So I go to this class, 10-year-old kids, they don't speak Georgian or Russian. I don't speak any English. And next 2 hours, I had the time of my life. We understood each other. It was a great connection. And I went second time with the same feel to it, a little apprehensive, and same result. I came an absolute exhilarated from that, kind of that experience. And then I knew that I wanted to be a coach. So that was kind of pivotal moment, and kind of like a eureka moment that I want to be a coaching younger kids or anyone, and be a teacher, educator, coach, whatever you want to call.
Okay, kind of going along those lines, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received, and how has it influenced you?
I was so lucky to have so many people around me, with advice, with guidance, with nurture, with the love they gave to me to be able to do what we do here. And probably, um, besides raising, obviously my parents are a huge influence on me, but the same person, go back to Kansas, Boo Hodges. One of the things he taught me, or I've seen him doing, he would surround himself, and he was very successful. He's still very successful what he does. He's a doctor with incredible practice. He ran the fencing club with a success. He had a Civil War reenacting group, the same success. The guy with so many talents, and he would surround himself with people who cared, who knew their business, and who were utmost professionals with integrity. And he taught me to have the people around who care with integrity and professionalism. And that's the best advice I received. And that when we start rebuilding this program again, that was the first thing I followed: the people who care, who could be trusted, and who know what they're doing.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you, Gia. All right, folks, normally this is where we would end our episode for the day, but because we're doing a 2-part special, we're going to kind of lean into revealing the ring for part 2. So, Gia, is there anything that our fans should know that's happening this weekend?
We have a national championship ring ceremony on Saturday, September 13th. And what an exciting day to share the moment with incredible athletes and the coaches who worked so hard, and staff like yourself, Ruth. You deserve that as much as any of us here. Everyone around this program who cared, who cares, and who put us in this situation, we could be celebrated.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you heard it from Coach. The Notre Dame 2025 National Championship team is going to be on the field for the Texas A&M game on Saturday night. where they will be recognized in a packed stadium on the home opener, which is pretty awesome. How many national championships is this now for the men and women's fencing team?
It's 14th national championship.
Wow.
Either it's combined or prior to when they were combined, there was a separate championship. So it makes 14.
And is it still combined now, or is it splitting?
This was the last one. We competed as a combined national championship. So we closed down the deal.
Nice.
So, yes.
Wow. All right. Well, that's incredible. Now, Gia, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your 6th national title in 9 years?
6 and 8. Eight appearance.
Okay.
COVID cut short one of the seasons, but I was fortunate enough to be a part of the 2011 national championship team as an assistant coach. So I'm a proud owner of the 7 rings.
Okay, but 6 being a head coach.
That would be correct.
Okay. Now, I did the math earlier today. So 6 national titles, that makes you the winningest NCAA national championship coach in Notre Dame history. That's pretty awesome. When you hear that, what goes through your mind?
Then we have 14 national championships as a team. That's the only thing. I don't try to be humble here. Really, I will probably rejoice it when I retire. But as of now, work is still going. To be honest with you, when we meet all 4 coaches together, we don't talk about it. It's never, we celebrate, we love it. Older, I've gotten more I appreciate when it happens. But a big picture.
Fans, if you don't know, Gia is very humble and always likes to share the success and share the wealth. So he's truly a joy. All right, folks. Well, that's going to be the end of part 1. We will see you on Friday night for part 2. So stay tuned and see you on Friday.